Hey everybody, we are in the town of Columbia off of the Albemarle Sound, and one of the projects that I've needed to deal with that I actually noticed about a month ago but didn't have time to deal with is this. So you see this big gap over here and nothing over here. So if we go outside, hi puppy. This right here is supposed to be down inside, but you can see it's popped up and out. And the mast is pulled to one side, which is actually, if you look up, you see if I can line this up with the camera. I don't know if you can see the mast is a little, it's got a little kink crookedness in it where the lower shroud's attached to the mast and the top cap shroud goes all the way up to the top. And that's because the bottom of this mast is moved over out of column. So I'm going to try to fix that today. So what I'm thinking is that I can take this ratchet strap right here and run it from around the mast down to this cleat right here. And hopefully I can pull the bottom of that mast over. Let's see if that works. Well, it's a little frustrating. This is how the project creep kind of happens. As I'm getting the tools together to move the mast, I discover two more problems. So I noticed some fuel leaking from the generator. You can see that pinkness on there. I put that pad down there to help absorb stuff. And I thought that it might be leaking from underneath here, which if I rub my finger on there, you can see that I got a little bit of stuff on there. And it was leaking down into there, so I put that rag down into there. But the top of that rag doesn't really have anything on it. That one's saturated. So then I find that you can see it right there. And as I follow this up, it looks like it could be leaking from the bottom of this guy, which is part of the high pressure pump. I don't know for sure where it's leaking from, but that's one thing. And then I see this, so I got this stored here. You see that rag? That is covered, and that's because this guy is also dripping. So I got to fix a couple diesel fuel leaks again. Dang. In some ways, the electric motor is far superior. You don't have to deal with this kind of stuff. Yeah, you got to deal with the other frustration things about it, but you don't have this. Do I want to get rid of the generator yet? Not really. So I got to deal with the diesel, but we'll get it figured out. Probably would work there. Let's see if we can get it. Almost there. Okay, that's too much, but let's see if we can get started here. That rubber is flat on the mast side, but then tapered on the outside, so it's skinnier on the bottom and thicker on the top, and it's got little ridges in the rubber. So the idea is you drive it down in, it smashes the rubber down in there tight and keeps the mast in place, plus it also seals from any moisture coming in. Looks like I got it back in, at least to the depth that it was before, which isn't too bad. Easier than I thought it was going to be. You know, having a ratchet strap's always a handy thing to have. Now I just got to figure out a way, if possible, to, I don't know, secure it from wiggling back up. I don't know if it was just the movement over time, because that taper and the movement of the boat, you know, through the water, did it like work its way up? And if so, is there a way to maybe put a hose clamp or something around the top of the mast with some thicker stuff to, you know, clamp down and help keep that rubber from working up? I'm going to put a little thought into it. Let's see. Before I fully call this project done, I think I need to cut off the long ends of the hose clamps that my wife has been asking me to do for 3 years. I better do that. All right, I think I found a better way to secure those, so check this out. There we go. Here. Yeah, let me go. Here. There we go. I love it when a plan comes together. Next project.
You're doing this again?
I'm doing this again. We keep catching crab pots. I guess I'll have to keep doing it. Let's not catch anymore. We were sailing the whole time too. I don't know. We put the motor in gear, it bogged down, she gave it more throttle, all of a sudden it took off like a rocket and a crab pot float poked out from behind the boat. So I got to go down and make sure there's not any residual string hooking anywhere. So the knife is right there. In case you need to hand it to me, you probably can bring it out.
Todd says this knife is really sharp. He made it when he was a kid, and he's sharpened it since then. But it's not looking so great.
I'm a little nervous about this weight belt. I floundered like a walrus floating on top of the water. So now I have all the weights I have on here, 14 pounds. Now it claims for me in a suit like this, I need somewhere around 20 pounds to sink. I don't know. I'm not wearing a tank, so what do you think? Am I going to sink to the bottom? I guess you got to count to like 10. If I don't come back up after I jump in, you got to pull me up.
Okay. Should I tie a line around your ankle?
Hope I didn't thread this whole thing backwards. No, it goes that way.
No tank this time?
I'm going to go look and feel. Sorry. Had to adjust.
Smells like leaky propane back here again.
What?
We need to check our propane. It smells like it's leaking. This is when I smelled it last time. It's not off? Nice, dear.
This is for the grill.
Yeah, well, still.
I never turned that one off. It's off on the grill, honey. Okay. I have a rope right here.
You're going to tie it to yourself?
But getting in is going to be a little harder because this ladder is skinnier than the other one.
You're still... So you're not...
Yes, I still float.
Well, you're not neutral. That's much dirtier here. It's like gross. He didn't have as hard a time going down this time as he does usually. Or at least he didn't splash as bad.
It's clear.
Yay!
No ropes on it.
Look, that water's like orange.
What?
The water's orange.
I can't hear you. Oh.
That would not have been good.
Thanks for grabbing that.
You didn't grab...
I said, grab that. I said, oh, grab that. It was falling off my body.
Well, you were too low for me to get it off of you.
The water in my ears inside this thing. It is black. I think that prop is only, we're 5.5. That prop is 3 feet probably down from the water line, and it is black as black. I can't see nothing. I literally had to go up and feel it with my hands.
Yeah, well, you went down a lot easier than usual.
Yeah, it did help. A lot of weight though. And I don't know, maybe I bumped the handle coming up and it loosened because I almost lost the weight belt. But that's the point of them. If you get in trouble, you're supposed to be able to quickly release it and it falls to the bottom and you go up.
If we weren't here, she'd be up these stairs in a heartbeat. We've seen her. We'll leave her down there, and when we get back, she'll be up here in the cockpit. But if we're here, she just sits down there and yaps. Come on, let's go.
All right, I need help.
Dad needs me. Come on, you could come. You can't get undressed by yourself?
Give me that knife and I can cut it off of me.
Come on, up here. Come on, up here. Come on, you can do it. If I get you started? What happens if I get you started? Come on, do it. Go for it. Go up. Go up. Come on, go up. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Up. She is a phony baloney. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, puppy. We've gotten some questions about when we're going to leave the United States. Here's the thing. We aren't on vacation or on a timetable. We have no intention of rushing through our time in any country just to get somewhere new. There are lots of sailors who do this part-time or have set aside a specific period of time to see everything they can see. So understandably, they're in a hurry to move from place to place. Pocosin Lakes? Pocosin? Some turtles in here. Todd's turtle hunting. Not really hunting, just looking.
Hunting has a bad connotation these days.
I know. We've been watching people walk down this boardwalk for 2 days now.
Yep.
And they just, there's a lot of traffic. It's kind of crazy. That says there's bats around here.
Oh, yay.
But, so we figured we should go down the boardwalk and see where it goes. There's all kinds of exits to this boardwalk, so the reality is it might just be a way the town folk are like getting around.
Oh, I don't know. It's a scenic thing.
Yeah, but they're locals. Yeah. It's not, there's no tourists here. Like we're the
like it's blocked
only
off
thing
over here. It ends right here. It ends. It used to go up that way.
No, it does.
It looked like it was blocked off there.
Interpretive boardwalk. Maybe it just goes in a big circle.
Interpretive. What does that mean? Does that mean we get to say what it is? This isn't a boardwalk, it's a freeway. I interpret
all
it
the
as
signs.
Such.
Interpretive signs.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go this way. Nice and cool back here. Denali cannot handle not being in front. So I have pity on her. Let her be in front. Ooh, I heard something. It's like super marshy in here.
It's very humid too.
Kind of in the jungly woods here. And maybe we're in a swamp.
You notice that there wasn't any alligators on that sign, so I guess we're okay there, huh?
Yeah. I have to say I'm a little uncomfortable. I mean, I know that there's nothing big and bad out here, but in Alaska, we always have protection with us on walking through heavily wooded areas.
I'm sure I'm going to be able to shoot a water moth very easily with a millimeter.
Snakes, water snakes.
And cottonmouths.
Nice. I think I'm done. Snakes and bats. What does this say?
Animal tracks. That's okay because the animals are not here anymore. It's just their tracks.
That one's closed. Well, it said they were lakes. Ooh, mosquitoes.
Something, Joe.
Yeah, I should have bug spray on. I think I definitely forgot the bug spray. It's actually not afternoon. It's about 7 o'clock. And the bugs are definitely coming out. Maybe they're here all the time. Those are really pretty.
Here.
Slough?
If I was thinking of a slough, this is what I think it would be look like. Kind of a slimy looking.
While we understand why some sailors are in a hurry, we have decided that that's not how we want to live. We did that when we rushed from Texas to the Bahamas, and then again from the Bahamas to North Carolina. But the slow pace while in the Bahamas taught us something, and the lesson learned was brought home when we lost Abigail. Don't rush through today for an unpromised tomorrow. Enjoy what's right in front of you. Let the future take care of itself.
Another beautiful sunset from the boat. My gosh, these are awesome here. Look at that.